So hi everyone, this is Josie of Josie Graff Jewelry Design, and in case you don't know me, I design and create elegantly quirky jewelry for women who want to take on the world. So today's video, I want to do something a little different. I want to talk about how I, as a jewelry designer, designs a new jewelry collection. Now, like other jewelry designers have and metalsmiths have their own unique processes too of how they get their inspiration and design and actually create beautiful works of jewelry and other wearable art. But I want to talk a little bit about my process. So I first start with brainstorming. And it's like what I'm influenced by, and it's like kind of coming up with a theme of where I want to go with a particular collection. So my main influences almost always include Art Nouveau style. I just love how organic and it's like how everything curves, and it's like it feels alive. And nature. I live in a beautiful part of the United States, and all 4 seasons are incredibly beautiful here. I'm also inspired by my wide ranging friends. I literally have friends all around the world, all different backgrounds and cultures, and they're always so beautiful and warm and inspiring that I really want to be able to give them some love. So it's like brainstorm. And then once I get get that all out, I kind of pick and choose what feels right for where I want to go with this collection. And then I research those ideas and that inspiration. And since I'm a very visual person, it's like one of my first places to go is Pinterest. I have a whole board that's devoted to nothing but Art Nouveau style. So it's like that's where I first start with my influences. And then I also have another board that's travel goals. And it's like might go through that if I'm looking for other ideas and inspiration. So it's like I'll go through and it's like I'll pick and choose like if there's a particular artist, a particular place, a particular object or theme that just keeps speaking to me over and over again, I'll choose that. It's like and find as many different images and variations of that as possible, and maybe go even deeper into what that is. So if it's a place, I'll do more research about the history and the culture of that location. If it's a specific object, I'll go into the history of what that object is, like, how it was founded. It's, and if it's nature, it's like I'll do a little more research about, where it comes from, and it's like how it grows. It's like, the cycle of its lifespan. So like I'll do all that, and then I get copies. I'll create copies of those inspirational images, print them out, especially in color, because I'm getting to the point where looking at images on my phone isn't going to help me very much. I need to be able to physically hold something and be able to look at it at all angles without the retina displays and the blue light coming from my phone. And plus it's really annoying to constantly have to log back onto my phone. It's like every minute if I'm just like looking at an image, drawing something, and then having to go back and re-log in. It just takes too much time. And so once I get those images printed off, I will just stare and daydream. And it's like, think about the form and the shape and the lines and the color that is like picking up a continuing theme. And then it's like daydreaming. It's like, how can this, how does this work with my aesthetic? It's like, how can I turn this into a pair of earrings or a necklace or a ring design? And as kind of a side note, I'm not somebody who does everything exactly true to nature. I'm much more of a like my style's more asymmetric. It's more organic. So it's like I'm not going to say if I'm looking at a picture of a feather, it's like the earrings are not going to look like feathers. There's going to be, it's like there might be references to the feather structure, or it's like kind of like the curve of the feather, wide at one end and narrow at the other end, but it's not going to be a feather. So again, stare and daydream, daydream and stare, and then I'll start narrowing down those themes. And that's when I finally start sketching and sketching and sketching, and it's playing around with, it's like adjusting lines. It's amazing how even something as small as a millimeter change can make all the difference from a blah design to something that's amazing and beautiful that I feel like is strong enough to be part of the collection. So it's like sketch out all those ideas, and then I'll pick out the strongest sketches that feel united and cohesive, so that but yet also give me a range of different styles that can make it actually a collection as opposed to just a bunch of earrings and necklaces. And then once I get that selection narrowed down, that's when I actually start designing and creating the actual jewelry pieces in the collection. And then even with that, I'll still play around with maybe the stones, or it's like stone shapes, stone colors, other, it's like surface techniques, so that it's not all the same. And I'll make really big pieces, maybe not really big pieces. I don't like designing things that are huge, but I'll make something that's a little bit bigger, that's a little more involved. And then I'll make things that are smaller and simpler, but still have, that still reference all that inspiration. And then it's like I get that all done. I start photographing and letting you guys know about this new collection and where it's going, and it's like when you can actually get your hands on it. So I hope you like this little sneak peek into how a jewelry designer designs a new collection. And there's so much more than just making pretty jewelry. There's a lot of thought that goes into everything, from just an initial brainstorm to coming up with a theme and research, and it's like taking that inspiration and finding like the broad ranging inspiration and then narrowing it down to be focused, and even more brainstorming and daydreaming, and it's like finally getting around to being able to sketch and draw, and picking those strongest designs out to actually create the pieces that I know you guys are going to love and crave to wear. So it's like, if you want to know when my next collection is going to be released, you definitely need to become a Josie Graff Jewelry Design VIP. I let my VIP group know when I'm releasing. I show more behind the scenes sneak peeks about what's being done, what I'm making, when you can get your hands on it, and I like to give my VIPs a little like preview. They can get their hands on new designs, new collections before I release them to anyone else. So if you definitely want to be one of the first people to get your hands on my new collections, you definitely have to be a JGJD VIP. And if you like this video, I would so appreciate it if you would give me some likes, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel if you have not done so. So until next time, this is Josie Graff signing off.